Hi everyone, today I'm going to show you how to make a really fun and easy feather mobile. It's really fun and simple and easy to make, and you just need a few things to do it. So I'm going to show you what you need, I'm going to show you how to make it, so let's get started. Okay, for this task you're going to need some A4 white paper, you're going to need some scissors, a stick which I've just found from the garden, and you're going to need some string. But if you don't have any string, you could just use wool or even fishing line or cotton or something like that, just to be able to hang the feathers up. Now, the first thing to do to make these feathers is we're going to need to cut our paper into strips. But if you wanted to, you can either leave them just white and make them white feathers, or if you want to make them a little bit coloured, you could either colour them in or just colour your page in using paints or pencils, or even watercolour paints are best. But I'm going to use just some old tea bags here, and I'm just going to use those just to give a little bit of brown to my feathers. So I'm just going to colour it over just so it's not so white, and give it a little bit of texture like this. Okay, and now I'm just going to let that dry. Okay, now once our piece of paper is dry, we're now going to create the feathers. Now to do this, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to fold my piece of paper in half, like this. And then I'm going to fold it in half again, like this. All I'm wanting to do here is create 4 creases through the middle, and I'm just going to use those as my lines, and I'm going to cut through these to make 4 long strips of paper. Okay, now that I have my 4 long strips of paper, what I'm going to do with my paper now is I'm going to fold my paper over again to make like a long, thin, skinny card. Now, the next thing I'm going to cut this card. Now you can draw this with a pencil first if you like, but we're going to create a feather shape. Now to do that, I am just going to draw a little line from the outside like this. And then I'm just going to draw a nice big curving shape that comes around like this. Now it's very important here to know that where I've drawn this line, this is on the curved side, on the creased side, the fold, okay, because I want to make a feather. Now, once I've done that, I'm going to cut this out. Okay, now you'll know you've done this right if you open it and you have a feather shape like this. If you've cut it the wrong way, you'll know, you'll have to do it again. You'll see, we'll learn from our mistakes. Now, to create the feather effect, I'm now going to create cutting on the open side, lots of little cuts, but don't go all the way through. We're just going to cut it just until it goes just near the end like this. In fact, this technique is actually called feathering. So I'm going to cut lots of little cuts all the way through, leaving just a little gap so that we don't cut all the way through. And let's go all the way down. Okay, now once we get near the end, don't go too close to the end. I'm now going to just make a tiny little cut this way and this way to make a little V, which means when I open it up, I'll now have a little hole in it like this, and I'll have all my little cuts to make this beautiful feather running down like this. Okay, and now I'm going to do the same with my other 4 pieces of paper. And of course you can make as many of these as you like. Let's fold it through. Let's draw our feather, making sure that we keep it on the folded side. Okay, once you have all your feathers done, they're all cut out, they have a little hole in the bottom, and you have all your little feathered strips. We're now going to attach some string to our feathers, and then attach the string to our stick. So I'm just going to use a little bit of string here. As I said, if you don't have string, you can use cotton or wool or fishing line, whatever you have around the house. So I'm just going to use some little bits of string. I'm going to tie a little bit of string through this little hole. And then just tie a little knot. Okay, just tie this to our stick. And just going to trim off that little bit of extra string. Okay. Now that we have our feather attached to our stick, I'm now going to do the same with my other feathers. Okay, once we have all our feathers tied on, finally, we're just going to tie a little bit of string or cotton, or I'm going to use wool in this case, around one end of our stick. And tie it round to the other end of the stick. Okay, and now we have a hanger for our feather mobile. Let's put it on the wall and see how it looks. So there we have our beautiful feather mobile. It's really fun and really easy to make. Give it a go for yourself, have some fun, hang it up in your house, and I'm sure that will look amazing. Give it a go, have fun, good luck. Bye.